truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool. City lights shining so bright. Fine dining lights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
Top of the morning, YouTube, top of the morning. Time to get busy. Time to get busy. Men need to stop living to please these women. It's just, we don't need women. I mean, we could deal with them on short-term basis, but all that old extra stuff, roses, all that nice shit, leave it at the front door. If women don't need us, we don't need them. Same is the same sentiment. We ain't got to get all, butthurt about it. Just understand that this is what it is. It is what it is. 2026 is rolling in. 2026 is rolling in. And we have to understand that women are no longer a necessity. Women are no longer a valuable investment. They're not even good partners. Period. I think they're transactional. I think they're better at transactional or prostitution, whatever you want to call it. All that marrying and all that stuff is just not the way to go with these women. It's not what we need as men, and it's not what they want as women. I'm serious. It's just, we got to stop trying to please them, making them happy, and sacrificing our happiness. It's just not worth it, nor is it logical to do. So stand up and stand 10 toes down.
I got 3 million views.
Stand 10 toes down. So we got a video today. And we're going to check it out.
But let me die as a homeless person internally. I'm good. And nor do I want to be the woman who says, I want what Cam and this woman has, not knowing that when this woman goes wherever she's going, she's really speaking the real about what y'all got going. But she's not going to tell me because she wants me to keep feeding her trauma, which is that mask and that costume she's wearing, to make people think that relationship is good. I'll pass. I'll take what God has for me, and I will continue to pray for those who I see have a healthy relationship and support them. But I don't want nothing nobody has because it's not mine. And if it ain't yours, y'all, you can't keep it. You can't sustain it. So stop wanting things that ain't yours. Stop wanting things that don't belong to you. That's called despair. Get you some help. Get you some healing, get you a sense of self, and start wanting things that are yours. And then you may not end up with a man who's beating your ass because you thought he was
Who hurt you?
Putting her on jets and buying her Birkin bags and taking her to nice restaurants when she was going home getting her ass beat. But you wanted it though, right? Be careful what you ask for. Start asking God, reveal to me what I'm saying I want, so I understand the transparency of it. God, reveal to me what's mine, so I can have that. And I don't end up praying to you to get out of it. And I don't rush to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama or a baby daddy. We don't want what nobody else has. We want what's ours, because that is good enough. I caught that pic.
You caught the pig. Just because you talking loud,
I wasn't loud.
Just because your voice is inflected.
I wasn't loud.
Just because you're leaning forward to your
I
camera.
wasn't loud.
Doesn't mean you just caught a pig.
I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to my people. Who
All
want
I'm
to get it
trying
right.
to say is you took something completely out of context when I said your resources around you that you said.
Yes. We cleared that up though.
Yeah, but the resources that you have around you of healthy relationships,
They are.
not that you want that. You said, you took what I said and yeah, I said, I want that, but it's not, I want
No,
what they have.
I don't.
It's more of an admiration for what they have.
No.
And it's like, yo, like I admire that about their relationship.
There you go. Now, hold on. That's no, because the latter part, I have single girlfriends I admire how they are as women. I have married girlfriends who I do admire their relationship, meaning I love that it's healthy for you.
Leave these women alone. Sex them, get your nut off, keep it pushing. All that love, romance, sending flowers, you're stupid. We're living in the era of transactional. Prostitution is ushering in at an all-time level. You think you're doing something special for this woman, and they come to find out she got a for sale sign. It's over. It's over. It's over, gentlemen.
I love that you and him
Yeah, but
are
you're talking
doing
about
this.
mansions and beating and
but
all that.
Cam,
I ain't mentioned none of
hold
that.
on,
I just said,
Cam, if it went over your dreadlocks, bring it back.
Yeah,
Let's
but
stay
you-
here.
She can't shut up. Damn. She can't shut up. She can't let her get a word out.
talking about you catching pics, but you just over here you on a TV timeout.
Cam, we're not on the football field. Let's bring it back here.
Yeah,
I
but you
took it
used
to the
that
football
analogy.
field. I'm sorry. We're back here. I brought it back, baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm not fleeing. I'm here.
Say less.
I'm here. Yeah.
So all I was saying is you saying that that's what I like is more of a wordplay to saying I admire what they have and I want to implement that into my relationship as well. Single people can't coach relationship people. And I think that is what happens too often. So when I'm asking questions about resources, when I'm asking questions about you, hard yes for a
Yeah,
married
of
man,
course, yeah.
I'm saying I'm triggered when I hear that as a man.
Yeah.
When I ask you, do you have healthy marriages that you've seen, witnessed,
Yes.
been a
And I
part
have,
of,
yes.
or admired? And you clearly said no.
And I clearly said yes. But my admiration doesn't go as far as, in your exact words, I would want that. No, I don't want anything that somebody else is. I want to help them have more of the good stuff.
Okay.
Okay? But in the sense of, again, people who are doing well, married or not. But I want to go back to what you said is triggering to you, because I love that you said that. And a lot of people think that, and it's not wrong. I get it. A single woman or even a woman with no kids, how can she coach or therapy a woman who is a mother? Or a single woman, how can she coach or therapy or help or be a psychologist with people who are having marital
But
issues?
you're single.
I'm single.
Okay.
Yes, I'm single. And so I love what you're saying, because I don't know what other therapists, psychologists, or coaches do, but I don't coach married couples. Stick with me. People come to me who are married. I'm helping each of them process their own stuff. Because what a marriage is, and your mama will know it because she's a church woman, and from what she said beyond
39
wise,
years
right?
of marriage.
And even what she said about marriage, everybody want to go to heaven, but there's a lot of hell in it, and love that she said that. Marriage, like the Bible says, is cleaving. Cleaving does this. Cleaving does this. Cleaving doesn't do this. And so when people come to me married, they're doing similar to Mama's statement. They're coming to me like this. And so I'm not.
It's just not enough. The therapist is not, a doctor is not going to help a situation that requires sacrifice. The woman already know what to do to sacrifice. The man already know what to do to sacrifice. The woman understands her commitment. The man understands his commitment. Therapists cannot solve for what a person doesn't want to do. Either you committed or you're not. Right? What is she going to tell? How is she going to help people who don't want to be someplace? How is she going to help people who have bad habits, or as we say, a bad partnership, be better? Because typically people who are very bad in relationships, it's just part of their personality. And this is why I'm against trying to live to please a woman. That's a waste of time. Live your best life. You got to live for you. Can't be living for them, because they are living their best life. So we got to realize and understand that there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place for everything. And then we got to understand that it's just impossible to keep you can make somebody happy for a time, right? Maybe a stretch of 90 days. But other than that, it's tough, right? Because the person happiness is solely based on the things they want and the things they need for themselves, never for the other person. So therefore, you're in to match her energy, to give her everything she wants all the time, will be impossible. It's just not possible.
Not counseling married couples. I'm counseling individuals who are coming with so many issues within themselves that they married on paper, but they ain't never even had a chance to be married mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, intellectually in any way. But what happens is, as I help them as individuals process through their traumas and their pain and their intergenerational issues, they magically usually cleave, or not many, but some, depart. Because you cannot cleave without shedding. And the shedding that cleaving takes is the shedding of your stuff, your ego, your emotions, your trauma, your pain pockets. And when you shed of that, the cleaving was already waiting there for you. So it's not that anyone, even other therapists, are teaching married people how to cleave or be married. They're really breaking down the barriers that people have that are keeping them from being loving or in love, or like Mom said, keeping them from going not only to heaven, but sometimes taking that detour to hell just to get to heaven again, just to get back to hell, to get back to heaven. Yeah. And so I don't teach them how to be married because I don't think that's something that can be taught. I think that comes through each individual marriage couple, because there's not one way to do it. I'm helping them break down the barriers that are keeping them from what they really want, which is to be safe, to be in love, to go to this heaven space, but to...
No, what you're doing is you're trying to convince them to be somewhere they don't want to be. Therapists are known to try to save marriages. When the couple go to therapy, that means they're at the end of the rope. And typically it's the woman's idea, right? Because the men, we already know what's up. We know what to do. Stop arguing, quit arguing with these women, walk away. And they just want to hold grudges. But women, they the ones who want to go to therapy because really it's them that need the help. Them that don't know how to let the past go. You can't go to therapy on how to forgive your partner and let the past go. You can't go to therapy for your partner on how to love him correctly. Either you love them and you love them or you don't. A therapist can't show you how to cater to your man. You already know what to do. It's just that you don't want to do it. And you're trying to go to a therapist to try to convince you to do what you don't want to do. And that's why it doesn't work. The only way a therapist is going to be effective if she pushed to self-love. Love yourself. Which is still not a solution, but it will help the person who is seeking therapy to validate that, she's going to leave you or she's going to stay for a little bit longer and then leave you. That's all it is. But therapy is a waste of time and money.
Learn how to have the bandwidth to get through the journey of hell that comes as well.
Yeah, I must ask this question because I'm a product of this.
Yeah.
Has your profession affected your outlook on a relationship?
100%.
How?
My husband will be very, very grateful to all of my clients these past 16, 17 years because my female clients have helped shape me to have more compassion. It has helped shape me to have better understanding of the pressures and the seasons that come in motherhood, that come in marriage. And my male clients, particularly my Black male clients, the married ones, have really gave me insight on the weight that comes with being a husband, being a father, how much they really are giving their all and trying their best, but it looks different to her. And so learning how to read and communicate, Cam, what does it mean when you text me randomly throughout the day and just say, what are you doing? Is that a message? What are you doing? Is that a message where you're just trying to tell me, baby, I love you, but you didn't say the words? So if I know that what are you doing means I love you, as your wife, the Bible says, love you by knowledge of you, not understanding, knowledge. I now know how to code that. So that helps me not personalize, but you ain't doing it my way. But you didn't say, I love you. And you saying, but baby, I say what you're doing, and that means I love you. So my clients have helped me dissipate my ego. And they have helped me not only gain a sense of self, but understand the different languages that men can speak. Also, it's allowed me to have more compassion and break my fairy tale ideology that women have. I always say this, men get married and become a father and go, oh, shoot. Okay, I didn't know it was gonna take all of this. Game time, let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the car and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating.
And this is why you have to step back, right? This is why you have to stop trying to please and live for someone else. Because, dude, either you're going to love me for who I am, take me as I am, or we just got to go our separate ways. Simple. I will make some concessions. You know, like if I go out with the boys every day and I get with you and we get married, I'll cut it down to once or twice a week. I'll do that, right? Because I want to get it in with you. Yeah, I won't be going to bars and clubs, chasing women no more. Okay, I'll take that off the table. I'll take that off the table. Yeah, I'll make some compromises here and there that I think is healthy. But me trying to live to please you is not what I'm going to do. It's not what I'm going to do because it's just not, there's no way in the world that I can maintain something for someone else and just make myself a slave to somebody else's emotions or what they think a person should be. There's just no way I'm living like that. My personality's not going to change. I'm going to crack jokes. I'm going to tell some funny stories. I'm going to this, I'm going to that. You know, whatever it is that encompasses my personality, and I'm going to deal with your personality. Because once again, if I marry you or enter a relationship with you, I'm already saying I'm ready to take on these attributes. But I'm not finna all of a sudden try to live for you. I'm not going to be trying to keep you happy so that we can maintain a relationship, a marriage. I'm neglecting myself. I'm neglecting myself if I do that. I'm going to be the same person. Like I said, I'll make some compromises, but I'm not going to change overall who I am as a man, nor are you going to make me anything else more than what I am. I'm going to be who I am. Take me as I am. I'm already giving up my options for your ass. The fuck? I had a couple of nice chicks on my line. I gave them up for you. So, I mean, I'm confused.
Can I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology of their husband. And hold on, let me say this. To his defense, they almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit to her. And remember, I have no emotional investment besides I really want them to get this, work through this. I'm going, so because he don't fit your tone of red, you gonna tell me this man still ain't red?
He burgundy though.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, he there.
Drinking and driving is a decision that could change your whole world. Things will never be the same once you get a DUI because legal fees and
Two things that I really want to ask.
And she said a whole lot there. She's trying to work with women to try to break out of their delusion or their illusion of what a man should be. Man, you know, that's just not going to happen. This is why we got to, as men, we have to weigh this out. We got to evaluate. You got to walk into a situation where someone has ideas to make you. I'm not signing up to be no actor. You know, I'm unless you're going to pay me to be an actor. Now, you're going to pay me to be an actor, then we can have the conversation.
Or must ask in this situation, first in regards to the woman, I don't really want to attack or really speak on your clientele, but obviously with my research you spoke about low functioning individuals, male and female. What's the percentage of males or females that you counsel that are low functioning? What's that percentage?
Love it. Collectively, or you want me to go male and female?
Break it down from male and female.
Okay. I would say, interesting enough, I would say that there are 70% low functioning women, 40% low functioning men.
What? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with those low functioning men, did they ever say that a man of high function will never really know true love?
No, I don't even believe that, but no.
Okay. So what identifies a woman to be high functioning?
A high functioning woman is a woman who wants you. She doesn't need you. And let me clear that up. When I say she doesn't need you, it doesn't mean she's independent. That means she is interdependent. I only not need you because my pain doesn't need your pain. My dysfunction doesn't need your dysfunction to feed it for us to be in this relationship, meaning I don't need a trauma bond with you, okay? She wants you because she wants the healed part of you, but has the capacity, because we're all human, we ain't perfect, to facilitate and deal with the unhealed part of you that's gonna show up in the relationship at some point. And hers is gonna show up too, mine is gonna show up too. And so that's why
What's the unhealed? Wait a minute. What can a person, what's unhealed? What she mean she got the capacity to deal with my unhealed part? What? Okay, so I don't think if she married me, I don't think she saw an unhealed part of me. I don't think men do not come into relationships unhealed. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody comes into relationships unhealed. I just think we are imperfect in some type of way. And that's just that's who we are, right? Nobody's perfect. So it's when you're dating or looking to get to know people, you're looking for who you can put up with, who you can be compatible with. High probability versus low probability. Now, you might not like a woman who talks a lot. Or she might not like a man who's forward, right? She wants somebody more, but we all do our check boxes, right? So look, healing, I don't understand this healing thing, right? What the fuck is people healing from? Only thing you heal from is like sores, maybe cancer, something like that, through chemotherapy, or, you heal from being sick, but you can't, what is there to heal from? Now, if you left a bad relationship or maybe a toxic relationship before you got with this other person, there's nothing, the only thing you can say is to get over that person, to completely, before you start another relationship, to make sure that you're completely over the other person. That's not healing. that's just moving on with your life, right? You might have a little spark for that person, or maybe a lot of history with that person, and it's just you guys ended it on whatever note, and you need time to recover. Like, okay, maybe it was an emotional breakup, and you need time to breathe. And in that time, what you should be doing is reflecting on, were you part of the problem, and what was your part in the exiting of that relationship? But healing, that's something, people will always be imperfect. People will always have situations where they're not the best version of themselves. But my thing is, okay, when we get together, we should be equally yoked. We should be equally invested. We should be equally invested in this relationship. We should both want the best for one another. There is no, let me say this, there is no, well, okay, I'm going to just totally dedicate my life to paying attention to you and trying to make you happy and make sure that you're happy. On one side fits a no. It has to be equally distributed for it to be healthy. It takes two to make things go right. There is no game of one side does all the work and the other side just sits there and chill. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Relationships and marriages are team. It's a team game. It's a team game. Now, granted, I'm not going to say it's going to be probably equal needability, because men, we don't need as much. Women need probably a little bit more, but that's fine. A little bit of, so 60-40 is good. Never 70-30. 60-40, 51-50. I'll say more, I'll say 55-50. I would consider that a healthy imbalance of relationship. Because, women need just a little bit more, because they are the weaker vessel. They are the more emotional one. So they need a little bit more tuning to, right? More. But at the same time, it still takes, she needs to bring that 45%. She needs to bring that. If she doesn't bring that, then we're going to have to move on. I'm going to have to leave, because there ain't no way I am going to be nobody's keeper. But I have to do, especially for the men, right? We have to do a lot. We have to, because a large part of our value and who we are is made up in how we go out and work and bring back resources. So I can't be out here hustling and doing all these things and then come home and be a therapist and try to coach you to do your 45%. I just ain't got, because, plus we got kids. There's just no way possible.
Always say, I want a hybrid. I want a hybrid for y'all out there who want to know, meaning a man who's high functioning enough to meet my healthy high functioning, but low functioning enough to deal with me when my abandonment inflames, to deal with me when some of my dysfunctions that I'm still working on inflame. Because if he's too high functioning, guess what? He doesn't have the bandwidth to deal with the low functioning part, which then means he can only connect with folks who are not being fully authentic within themselves. Meaning you may have a loving relationship, but you won't have a real intimate, deep, vulnerable relationship. I'm a woman who seeks connection and vulnerability. I'm not into casualties or casual sex, just TMI or not, meaning I like the depth of things. And so I need you to see me. I need you to see my broken. I want you to see my heart, whatever that comes with. And I'm not embarrassed about it. I'll tell you about it. I'll show it to you. And I'm okay with a man who can facilitate it. But what a high functioning man may do is if he's all the way high functioning, he has already cut off the side of him that is authentic, and there's a superficialness there that won't allow him to connect with a real person. So can he still love and experience love? Yeah, love has it just loves everything. But will he experience the depth of some of the wholeness of love, meaning the down, the up, the ugly, the heaven, the hell mom was talking about? No. And let me say this really quick, and this is why trauma bonds usually feel like the most intense, in love, deepest relationships, because you got two at the epitome of vulnerability, pain pocket people who are bonding. And most people who are low functioning are exactly who they are. Exactly who they are. Doesn't make it bad for being who they are. Exactly who they are. That's their pain, their trauma. They're gonna flee, they're gonna scream, they're gonna hit, they're gonna do whatever comes up. Right? Fuck it, I'm mad. Whatever comes up, they there. There's no awareness, there's no stop, there's no nothing. I'm triggered, I'm inflamed, we just go to tear this thing up. Right? High functioning only means, Cam, that I feel them same feels. I still feel, excuse my language, you got me fucked up.
High functioning. High functioning means that you're most likely a busy person. You have a lot of, you work a lot, as well as father, well as you do all the above, right? So high function is a plus.
I'm ready to go there. I'm flamed, I'm triggered. It's all there, right? But it's still dormant. It's still in me. And high functioning means I can regulate those emotions. Watch this and say, okay, right now I'm ready to rip this man's head off. Right now he got me all the way fucked up. Okay, so how do I relay that message to him where it's gonna be respectful, it's gonna be non-combative, and I'm gonna disarm him? While he still knows, you got me fucked up. Because I don't have to say those words for you to know, I think I went too far with Doc. And you still feel respected and loved, so that I just disarmed you, and we can still have an engaging, emotionally intelligent conversation that ends in resolve, whether resolve means win-win, because resolve is really win-win, or one person wins or none, and we agree to disagree, and we can still go to the cigar lounge and have a drink and you have your cigar. But low functioning people gonna tear this thing up with no emotional regulation. They're also gonna choose a person who does it with them and allows them to do it. Because I only can do to you what you allow me to do. Because if I start cutting up in here and you say, Doc, we love you, love to have you here, but you gotta go and you're not welcome back, is no pun intended, that's not our culture here. Guess what? I can't do that again. And that's not called fleeing. You emotionally, intelligently said, Doc, love you here, you're a great guest, but that's not our culture. We don't do that here. Now I have a
And this is why you got to live your best life. Because that's a lot of what she just broke down is incredibly complicated. All right, look, love is conditional here on earth. I'm sorry. It's conditional. That means I love you because you make me happy. And if you don't make me happy, you're out of there. Right? And not necessarily making me happy means keeping me happy. No, that's a different story. But if you're not, reciprocating, if you're not issuing reciprocity, if you're not showing respect on a regular level, then we're not gonna be together. I know these women say, "Oh, we can become friends." No, we ain't even gonna be friends. We'll cut you off forever. I can do better all by myself. It takes some getting used to. See, that's the thing about it. Men, we got to stop being afraid to be alone. I know it's hard, but shit, it can be done. It takes getting used to, but it's not impossible. And it's just, we have to learn to live alone. And still, I mean, dude, you don't got to stop totally dealing with women, but you just cannot overly commit to underperforming partners. Women are underperforming and causing or reaching havoc in all these relationships. They are. And it's just not worth it to try to sell yourself short to live for someone else's happiness. There's just no way. There's just no way that you got to sit there and try to be a therapist, a provider, a protector. There's just no way. And you're not even getting paid to do it. Thank you for coming. I'm in the stream. Hit the like button. Until next time.